Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee. I'm your host, the one and only Damonya Jones, and I have my special guest, Deandre Mays.
Hey, how you guys doing? Deandre the jeweler. You know, you need jewelry of any type of sort, just reach out. I'll take care of you.
Yes, and today we're going to be talking about business and entrepreneurship. So let's get right into it. So can you just tell everybody just a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm originally from Indiana. I've been in California for about 12 years. I originally came out here as a professional dancer. With that, I accomplished a lot of my goals and a lot of things that I wanted to do. I've toured, I've taught, I've worked with big artists since I was in high school, and then eventually I got into jewelry. And basically what got me into that is I would see what a lot of people would be wearing, and I just felt like I could design better, even though I had never done it.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of a feeling that I had, and I went with it, and here we are.
It just went, so good after that and everything. Yeah. What has been the biggest, thing you had to go about, just starting your business and everything?
The footwork. The footwork was really tough because you have to find what it is that you are looking for, and you don't even automatically know exactly what that is. You just know it when you see it. So that's one, is finding the stuff that you're trying to get. Second, which could be a mixture of either one, could be first, is getting people to buy it. So normally you have to have like a guinea pig. Like when it came to like me doing grills and stuff like that, I didn't get not one sale until my brother was like, all right, I see yours, so I'm gonna get one. Once he got one, and then his girlfriend had got one, then everybody else just started getting it. Yeah. So it normally takes somebody to go first, because not everybody wants to be the first one to try it, because not everybody's going to trust your work.
Right, so, exactly. But did you ever feel like discouraged or anything when you were like, like my business is not doing how I wanted to do? But
that's that. Yeah, of course, I still feel that sometimes to this day, but you just got to know what it is that you want and not let something like that stop you, because mostly that's fear and you being afraid of, actually being successful and being trusted for your work, because that comes with a lot of responsibility, and not a lot of people want that.
Yeah, for sure. So what does being a successful black man mean to you?
The world, because as a black man, you already have so much on your shoulders, especially if people start looking up to you. Like from where I come from, me and my brother, since we're both out here, there's a lot of people that look up to us. Like we've done public speaking, we've done a lot of shows. So your success is somebody else's that doesn't really believe in themselves.
Right.
So if you succeed, they like, oh, I feel like I can do that because he came from where I come from.
Yeah, motivation and everything, just seeing you, doing that.
Yeah, especially like there aren't a lot of black jewelers that you would see.
Right.
Period. And I feel like since I started, I always felt like, why not me? And since then, I've just been progressing. So as a black man, it means a lot, because it's tough. Not everybody's going to trust you.
Right, yeah. So, when you said like, why me and everything, like what motivates you to, have that mentality of like, yeah, I can do that too and everything?
I've always had that mentality since growing up playing sports. That instilled a lot of me, and I trust myself when it comes to a lot of things. I'm still growing, of course. I'm not perfect, but yeah, it's just, I know ultimately I don't like working for people. I rather work for
I feel
myself.
You on that. Well, working for other people, yeah.
I would really rather work for myself, and if I do work for somebody else, it's going to be ultimately something that's going to benefit me in my own business. So it's only like a momentary thing. I'm not planning on staying.
Yeah.
So
I gotta throw you under the bus. So what's like the one job that you had to work for somebody else, or you was like, I cannot do this, I gotta go?
I done had too many jobs.
It's okay, I'm gonna take you back. Come on.
I done did a lot of different jobs. I done did things such as security. I hated it.
Yeah.
I was basically kind of like a cop.
Yeah,
like,
basically.
Gun, badge. I drove a vehicle that looked like a police
So you
car.
had like the whole certification and everything.
Whole certification, all that. we used to, okay, there's these abandoned buildings that I used to have to look after.
Oh man.
And then
In LA?
Yeah.
Oh no.
And then other security guards would come. We would walk through the building, guns out, flashlight out, because it's like pitch dark. And inside of these abandoned buildings, people get
Is it like homeless people inside and everything?
homeless people in there smoking. You see graffiti out on the walls,
like trap house,
all
type
kind
of
of
vibe.
stuff. So anything is liable to happen when you walk through. So that's why we had to walk through.
Was there like a construction site or something, or was it just like?
It was just a building that was waiting to be purchased.
Okay.
And I was the only one there a majority of the night. I would be parked in my car inside of a dark lot right across from the building, just staring at the building. So that I hated. I hated that job.
Man, that is crazy. You did it though. Shoot. And look at you now, being a big entrepreneur, being a boss and everything else.
Yeah, that working jobs like that really teach you what it is that you want.
Yeah.
And you really get to see the mindset of a lot of people, and you like, they think like cattle.
Yeah.
Like they're just a working person.
Yeah.
They don't want to have their own stuff, which I don't understand.
Yeah. So let's go into this. So how do you deal with like your finances and everything, you know, being an entrepreneur? Like, is it hard to, you know, like, because I know you got to rely off of your merch and everything, like your products, which, you know, people purchase, but is it ever like, how we gonna get through?
A lot of times it really is, especially if you aren't selling anything, you just got merchandise that's just sitting, collecting dust, even though when people see it, they're like, oh, that is beautiful, or da-da-da-da. Excuse me. They're not, like, buying it at that time, so it's tough. It's like, you just have to be really aware of where your money is going and what you're doing with it, because you can spend $100 real quick and be like, oh, shoot, I didn't even realize I spent that.
Right.
So, in that case, you have to, whenever you have those moments when you're selling, you have to, first of all, invest money back into your business. That's how you continuously grow with your business. So you have to invest money back into your business. Don't splurge. Don't blow any money. Put money aside, because it's going to be some rainy days. Not every day is perfect.
Yeah, that is crazy. So like, as far as like your merchandise and everything, you was like saying like, ew, like, you know, collect dust so people don't buy it and stuff like that. Do you ever just look like and just be like, should I just stop this and do something else, or do you just feel like motivated to just keep going?
No, I don't ever feel like that, because before I even started my business, I prayed over my business before I did one thing.
That is key. Yeah.
Because I always asked God to lead my business. I prayed over before I even did my first thing with my business. So just by me doing that, I know I will be led in the right directions on where to go. And 10 minutes after starting my business, I had already started selling stuff.
Oh wow.
Like within 10 minutes of after I prayed and I started designing.
Yeah, that's that faith, that guidance and everything going into your business.
Yeah. So of course you have those moments of doubt, but everybody has that.
Yeah.
You just can't let that be like the focal point of where your mindset is, because if you become consumed by that, you'll find yourself working at a job that you hate.
Yeah.
And working up every day, feeling like every day is in a time loop.
Yeah, time loop and everything.
Every day feels exactly the same, and that feeling is horrible.
I know the feeling that you're talking about too, because I get on a lot of people saying like, never be comfortable, like, you know, you should always want something for yourself and don't be in that mentality, because I always tell people, don't work to survive, you know, always, you know, work to inspire and to find your purpose, you know, find the best thing, you know, that's for you and everything. So we're gonna get into some tea, okay? Okay, so how would you feel if a woman, you know, had more money than you?
I wouldn't care.
Really?
No.
Why not?
Because obviously that woman, she has more money than me. There's something to be learned there. Of course, I would want to, you know, I always want to take the man role and, you know, provide. Even if she does have more money than me, there's a lot of things I won't let her do.
Really? Yeah.
So a woman's money doesn't necessarily even matter, to be honest.
Okay.
Because
that's a first.
Yeah. So the reason why it's like that is because a man is always going to be looked at as the person to always have to take care of everything, regardless of what the money the woman has.
Yeah.
So if you have your own money to where you can manage it, do that. Because when you give a woman a whole bunch of control and power over like the finances and all that stuff, even if she doesn't treat you like less, you will feel like less as a man.
Wow.
And no man wants to feel like that.
Yeah. Less than like
So there are a lot of men that their woman makes more than them. So I've had that before.
Do you use that as like motivation? Like, oh, my lady, my woman
course.
is, making more money. I want to step up to the plate too.
Yeah, I ask questions. I don't have too much ego to where I can't ask my girl, okay, how do you do this? How do you do that? First of all, if it's my girl, we're supposed to grow as a couple anyway.
Yeah, be as a union.
Yeah. And sometimes some couples get into competition. That's not a relationship. At that point, it's, I don't know what to call it. It's kind of like a crazy partnership where one wants to do better than the other. So if I'm with somebody, we're supposed to do this together. So if you're making more money, let's talk about how you got there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to ask questions. What is it that I need to do that you're seeing that I'm not doing? Like, I ask for guidance, even if it is from my woman.
Okay, so let's get into some would you rather, okay? So basically, I'm just going to ask, would you rather, do this or this? So just be real honest with me, okay? Okay, so a suit or a casual fit? Because I know sometimes you got to rock the business fit, for your brand and everything. So how you feeling?
Casual. Because casual, you can wear every day. A suit, you're not going to wear that every day. So I would say casual, because casual, you can pull off a lot of different looks with casual. A suit is just a nice suit.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get you on that one. Okay, so I kind of like both. I feel like
I like both.
Yeah. Because I feel like business attire and everything, like a suit and everything, it sets the bar and everything. Because when you walk through that door, it's like, oh, who is that? Yeah. But casual, I understand that too. Because like you said, you can switch it up and everything, let it be in motion and everything like that.
The most millionaires, the richest people, a lot of them don't even wear suits.
I know.
The main people that wear suits that are of business stature are black men. Because black men, we have to exceed an expectation. Yeah. So by you walking in a suit, it automatically grabs attention.
Right. Because they're not used to that.
If you look at Jeff Bezos or something, they got on like a polo and some slacks.
Or some khakis or something like that.
They
and
don't
some
have
loafers.
to do that.
Yeah.
A black man walks in a suit. Any man that walks in a suit looks like somebody of importance. But a black man, when he walks in a suit, he looks like he means business. Yeah. Yeah. But the reason why I say casual is, if people already know who you are and you look really nice and you're like really casual, you're still respected. But when it comes to a suit, I think that's when that really comes into play.
Yeah, I like that a lot. So what is 3 things that you can give to our audience as far as like starting, if they want to start a business or if they want to go into entrepreneurship or anything, like what would you say to them?
One, you would have to, first of all, you would have to have your circle of people, like your friends. Like, you have to ask for advice on things. Like, before I came up with the names of my business, I came up with a whole list of names. And I asked like some of my friends that I really trust the most, basically that I look at like brothers, because I know they'll be honest. Yeah. So first of all, you have to figure out what line of business you want to go into. Is that something that's always going to be in demand? Or is that something that's going to fizzle out? Right. If it's something that, like, for me, like jewelry, like, that's something that's always going to be in demand. It doesn't matter what state the world is in. People are going to buy it. Yeah. Artists, regular people, the person with the last dollar, if they see, like, a nice ring that's cheap, they'll buy it. You know what I'm saying? So you have to find a certain type of business that's not going to go anywhere. That's one.
I feel like that strategy. Yeah.
So, because when you start a business, nobody starts a business to lose. You start a business of your own to run something, to have something that you can leave behind for family or wherever
it's your own.
It's yours. And so that's one. Come up with a name. 2, talk to your friends, your family about it. 3, find something that is going to stay. It's not going to fizzle out. But there is one more though. Another thing when starting a business is knowing how to start an LLC on your own. Ooh. Most people charge like $800-$900 to start your own LLC.
I was just talking to my mom about that.
Yeah. All it takes is either one, going to the office downtown to ask questions. When you walk in there, you ask questions. They tell you how easy it is. It's like 3 steps that you take. Because I did my own.
What was your reaction when you found out how simple it was?
I laughed.
You was like, "Is this simple?"
Yeah, because everybody that I asked, there's like, I was like, "Oh, how much does it cost to have your LLC done?" That's like $900. I was like, I don't believe that. So that's another thing that you want to do is do your own research. So I did my own research. I went down there, went downtown, asked them the questions. They was like, "Look, just do these 3 things," and then it takes like 20 minutes. It took me 20 minutes to do that.
Yeah.
What people charge $900 for, it took me 20 minutes to do.
Right.
And it took like, I think I spent like $150 or
That's
something
not
like
bad.
that.
Yeah, compared to the rest. Yeah.
Compared to $900, like you just got to be smart when it comes.
How
to
did you
business.
find out about that? You were just like looking around and you just found out that it was downtown and you can just be that simple. That's crazy.
I have a friend that he has a bunch of different LLCs and stuff like that. He was like, "Look, just go down there, talk to them people, and you know they should be able to help you. It shouldn't cost you nowhere near that." And I was like, "All right." I just took that information and ran with it and started my own LLC, and then ever since I just take care of my own business.
And look at you now. Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, so look, would you rather be broke and surrounded by a lot of people? I gotta turn the corner real quick. Okay. So like I said, would you rather be broke and surrounded around a lot of people, or be rich and alone?
That's a tough one.
Because like what I realized too is, and this is like especially for the men, I feel like you guys are very prideful when it comes to like money and everything. Because I had a situation where like when I was dating this guy and he felt like he was just so broke all the time and he was just so unhappy. So I feel like money is definitely a mood changer, you know?
It is.
Yeah.
Like, for real. When you're in a place where, I'm gonna answer the question, but when you're in a place where you're financially sound, you will find yourself at peace. Even if there's a lot going on around you, you know that all of the main stuff is taken care of. And if you want to go out and do something, you can. If you broke, you can't do that. You just gotta sit, and you can't even enjoy what life has to offer. Yeah, there's family and stuff like that, but you're just in a state of mind where you feel like you can't really move the way you want to. But
I feel like not everyone has that go-getter mindset of like, oh, I don't have any money, let me go get a job. Because a lot of people be prideful because they're thinking like, I don't want to be doing that, you know, when they rather be doing something else. So like,
put that pride to the side, man. Put the pride to the side, and even if you're doing something that you don't like, do that until you're like, all right, I'm done with this. Now I can go over here because I did that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like stepping stones. You can't let your pride deter you away from a better lifestyle that you could possibly have just because you had to do a job that you didn't like. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, and a lot of people don't understand that. Yeah.
I've done jobs that I did not want to do.
But you got to pay bills. You got to do what you need to do. Yeah.
It ain't cheap out here.
Yeah.
Everybody know that. You gotta have multiple hustles. Like,
shoot, in LA, 3 jobs? Come on. Something.
Being a jack of all trades, it comes in handy.
Yeah.
Like being good at a lot of stuff. Like I have dancing, I have all of like the work that I've done, like even in just like the regular workforce. I learned all of these things, so it helps in everyday life. Like you figure out how to move through different situations.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So back to the dancing thing and everything. You know, I gotta tease you on that because you know I used to do a little one too back in my time. So when you gonna bring me to the studio?
Whenever you want to go. I just got I had got surgery in October on my knee.
On your knee?
Yeah, so I'm going through therapy and stuff now, but once I'm like done, I'll for sure take you. I know the right classes to go to.
Yeah.
They'll be lit.
I'm ready. Because I know I hit up a lot of places like the Playground and Millennium, I believe it's called, and everything. Yeah, that's really cool and everything. But yeah, we got to get in there and do a little collab.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, for sure. Okay. So one more on the would you rather, okay? Don't laugh at me on this one, okay? Okay, so would you rather travel the world risking all your money, or would you rather stay in one place and just be stable? That's a hard one.
I would rather stay in one place and be stable, because by staying in one place and being stable, you're able to have something. If you leave and you risk all of your money, you can come back to having nothing and being homeless. Who wants that?
Yeah.
So I would rather stay in one place, especially here. So much to do. I would rather stay here and enjoy my life and do everything I want to do here.
But like, what if you never get the opportunity to leave? Then it's like you're not going to be able to see the world.
That's true. So these are some really good questions. With that, I've done a lot of traveling, and with that, it broadens your perspective on just life in general,
Right.
and seeing how different people live in other countries and all that stuff. So it really opens up the mind. But I don't know.
I know that's a hard one. Because for me, I feel like, I don't know, I'll risk it. You know what I'm saying? We only live once. Think about it. If you just be stable in this one environment, this is all what you know. You know what I mean?
I know people that like that never left from my hometown and stuff like that.
Same way.
And I go back, I'll be like,
what are you doing?
Y'all still here?
Yeah.
Like, what are y'all doing?
No, seriously, I literally have friends call me to this day, and they still doing the same 9 to 5, the same routine every day. I'm like, you have to get out of that mindset. You need to just tap out and just try something different, regardless of the situation. Even if you lose or anything, it's worth it because you're trying, to do something different for yourself. Better yourself. Yeah, but. It's crazy. So when you like go back home and everything and you see your friends doing it, do you ever be like just giving them some advice or anything? Like, what are you doing?
I do. My friends, they all have like careers and stuff like that that they're in, so kind of makes sense to why they're there. But when it comes to like family members that they're not, like, they're doing exactly the same thing that they was doing before I even got out here, and that's nothing. I just be like, yo, what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
Like, if y'all don't have a career field, y'all not in school, y'all just here.
Right, just surviving.
Accomplishing nothing.
Yeah.
One of the worst things to feel like you're just a vessel on this earth with no direction and not experiencing life, really. You're just here.
Yeah.
You're not experiencing.
It's
you're
a lot of people that live like that, too.
That's scary.
That's very scary.
I couldn't do that.
I know, because I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Like, no ambition. You're not trying to better yourself. You're not in school, like you said. Like, anything. It's crazy.
You just really look at them like,
okay, this what we doing?
like, come on.
Yeah.
And then it's like, with the kids in my family, I'm the main one that has to talk to them.
And motivate them and everything.
They'll listen to me over a lot of people because they look at what I've done, what I've accomplished. So they'll look at me like, oh, you've actually done something. So let me listen.
Yeah.
Because some people, if somebody off the street, you ain't never met, that they never accomplished anything, they try to give you some advice, you look at them like, what?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense because your life doesn't reflect nothing you're telling me, nor none of your experiences. So what you're telling me is like empty. There's nothing. There's nothing there.
Right.
So, yeah, man, I just don't get it.
Yeah. Okay, so where do you see yourself, let's see, like 3 years from now?
3 years from now, I'm very busy and traveling a lot.
Okay. Where we going?
Everywhere. Honestly, I love traveling.
I love it too.
I have my passport, so...
I know. I just traveled to Europe earlier this summer, and I tell you, it was just such a life-changing experience.
Amazing over there, right?
Like, I literally want to go back every summer. It's just so amazing, and it really just put my like thoughts in perspective. Like, wow, this is real and everything. So definitely, but we going on the trip. So let me know where we going.
Hey, whenever you're ready, I got you.
Okay. What's one place we going?
I do want to go back to Mexico.
Mexico?
I had the best time.
Cancun?
In Mexico. I went to Cancun. Have you ever stayed at all inclusive?
No.
I can't go out of the country without staying at an all inclusive. Life changing.
I bet because like drinks are included, food,
you don't
room.
pay for nothing.
Yeah.
The only thing you pay for is when you order room service, you just tip them a few dollars.
Okay.
That's it. You don't pay until you get there. When you arrive, they have a platter. They bring you a drink and a towel on the platter. As soon as you get out the car, they take your bags, give you the platter, you walk inside, you pay for your room, you turn around, it's another platter in your face. They lead you up to your room. After that, you don't pay for nothing that's inside of the the
Like
vicinity.
okay.
Yeah, but once you leave, like you go to clubs and stuff like that, you pay for that.
Mm-hmm.
But while you're there, food 24/7.
Yeah.
Like full course, like really good food, drinks,
Man.
drinks in the swimming pool.
Yeah.
They had a bar inside the swimming pool, and the beach was right there. It was
sound
amazing.
lit. Yeah, we got to get on that. Like
it was amazing and not expensive.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to spend $1,000 on that whole trip.
Man, that's crazy.
It was amazing. I went out there for a friend's birthday. I want to go back.
And a lot of people think it's like a lot to like travel, you know, outside, but it's really not. If you just plan and you know, like and just strategize and everything, it's
a lot
really
of times
like,
it's mainly the plane ticket that's expensive.
That's about
That's
it.
the most expensive part because a lot of countries you go to, our dollar amount compared to theirs is greater.
Yeah.
So it just depends on where you go. A lot of times the main thing you're paying for is the flight. You take enough money, you living good while you're out there.
Yeah. No, for sure. Okay, so what's your advice of the day? You know, we got to do that real quick.
Advice regarding what? Like
just to the
business
audience, like what do you have to, you know, tell them for the advice of the day?
If you have something that you love and you cherish, go for it. Unless it's a crime.
He said unless it's a crime.
Unless it's a crime. But if you have a passion for something, go for it. Because if you don't, you will go your whole life wondering, what if? If you get older and you wondering what if, you will feel like life was unfulfilled. You would not, I feel like you would not pass on to the other side with a smile on your face because you have too many what ifs in your life. So if you have something you want to do, go for it. If you fail, you fail. At least you went for it. And then it's a learning experience. If you fail, that just gives you a chance to succeed at it. You fail at one point, like, okay, that's where I messed up at. I won't do that again. And go back at it. That's what being an entrepreneur is all about. It's like continuously going even when it seems tough. Because the moment you stop, that next day you could have changed your life.
So just like taking risks, basically. Yeah, once at a time.
Being an entrepreneur, you taking risks 24/7. Anytime I buy a product, I'm taking a risk. Because I buy something, like say if I buy gold and I break it down, and that gold that I bought, if I don't sell it, it was a risk on me buying it just in case it doesn't sell. Right. It's all a risk. Yeah. So
because what if something good happened from that? You know.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you gotta go for that.
It's just all about risk. Like you can't be fearful trying to be an entrepreneur. If you're too fearful, you won't take the risk. You won't be in people's faces because you gotta always be talking to people and doing different stuff, doing all the groundwork. Yeah. It's a lot of work, but at the end of the day, if you don't want to work for somebody else and you want your own stuff and you want to drive around in a car that you've always dreamed of, that you see all these people driving around in, you got to take those risks.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, working a 9 to 5, you're not gonna get those things. Most 9 to 5s. You can't survive off one 9 to 5, especially if it's a regular job.
Yeah, I know. Sure.
Excuse me. You at least got to be making, I say, $21 an hour.
No, seriously.
To even live by yourself.
Yeah.
Because you're paying, most places you live in, even if you're paying $1,500 a month, that's over $18K. Most people don't even make $30,000 a year. Yeah. So you just gotta. You gotta keep moving forward, man. Just whatever you're doing, just don't give up. Yeah. I promise you, it'll get better. No, for sure. I still gotta tell myself these things now. You just gotta be excited about what it is that you're doing. Because if you're not excited, nobody's gonna be excited for you.
Right. And people can feel their energy and everything too. Yeah.
If you're excited about it and you're excited about what you're doing and you pushing out a good product, it will succeed. Pray over it. It will succeed.
Yes. That is key. Moving. Faith and everything through everything that you do. I preach on that all the time. Like, you gotta have your faith, you gotta have your foundation, because that grows your business, you know, and just, you know, having that energy and that mentality over your, you know, the things that you want and everything.
Because you don't want to become successful and be a nasty person.
Yeah.
Like, who even wants to be around that? Some people, success shows their true colors because they'll be one way and then say they just become rich.
Yeah.
That's them.
And I feel like this is what our society is like building itself around and everything. Because a lot of people tell me that they, even when I moved out to California and everything, they were like, don't change who you are. I'm like, you don't got to worry about that. I know who I am. I know my faith. I know God. Like, you know, I make sure I secure that before anything, anything that what I do.
Because you'll be tempted with a lot of
Ooh.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
like,
that is real.
You can't lose yourself in what you're doing, because that's why you see like a lot of like wealthy people, actors, artists, all that stuff that'll do something to themselves because they're not happy with who they are and the things that they had to do. So just remain true to yourself and just keep progressing forward, man, and just to try to do the right thing. Stay on the straight and narrow as much as you can.
Yeah, keep on a good path.
Yeah, so yeah, man. So just that's it.
Yeah, and I feel like my advice of the day is power. And power, because I feel like we all need to have like that, the strength and the mentality of just wanting more and everything in the right way and everything. So just power, because like with power, good power though, because it's some bad power too, but just good power and everything. Just have that for yourself, because I feel like I said power is strength, is motivation. It encourages you, you know, to do better, do more, get more and everything. So but thank you for being here today, and I appreciate you.
No problem. Oh, and I don't really see you as like a flashy person.
Thank you.
And I do see that sometimes you wear blue.
Yeah.
I did notice that.
Really?
So I did something simple because I don't see you as a flashy person.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So that's
let's see what I got. Oh, let me get a little close up on that. Okay, with the merch. Oh, this is cute. You want to put it on me? No, you got to put it on me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, and tell everyone where they can find your jewelry and everything, your merch.
Okay, so my Instagram, I have 2 different pages. One is by Deandre, by.Deandre. That's one of my pages. My other page is Uploading by Deandre. You can find me on either page. The website is being worked on right now. We have a lot of shoots coming up. If you see shoots that we're putting out, you want to be a part of anything that we have going on, because I do have a business partner. His name is Jason. He's a photographer, and he also designs too.
Okay,
so
nice.
I have a new business partner. We have a lot of stuff coming up next year, so be on the lookout for a lot of new jewelry. Just check out the photo shoots, man. It's
coming.
It's moving. I'm excited. It's moving. It's moving.
All right, well, there you have it. And thank you so much for you guys for tuning in. I can't wait for you guys to come back. And don't forget, we out.